Hey everybody, welcome to my very first video. My name is Omar, and here at Algo Day Trading, my goal is to provide a programmatic approach to ideas. I see nowadays that almost everyone has a strategy that they claim has an extremely high accuracy or a really good risk to reward ratio, and it makes it seem that somehow they have figured out a way to print money. And early in my trading journey, I unfortunately fell for a lot of these videos and found myself trying many of these strategies out, thinking to myself that, hey, if they're able to show me that if I were to buy here and sell here, and they're able to find a few cherry picked examples that, oh wow, this is definitely going to work in every scenario. I came in very naive and optimistic, thinking that, okay, yeah, if you show me a couple examples, then that's going to work in every kind of market condition and every kind of system, if you will, system environment. And lo and behold, of course, I blew up my account several times, and then realized that I found this really cool platform called TradingView, and in TradingView they have this editor, and this editor is called PineScript. It's a Pine editor, or the programming language is called PineScript, I should say. And so what you can do in this language is actually program ideas and code them up. And so, since I have a little bit of background with coding and with programming, I thought to myself that, hey, you know what? Why not, take my sort of engineering background, my desire to want to test things from a technical perspective, or really kind of hone in on my coding skills and leverage those skills that I have, and see that, okay, hey, instead of just blindly approaching this after seeing a few examples from someone else's videos, I can code it myself and then see if it'll actually work in the various different conditions. And so that's kind of what got me to want to kind of learn this PineScript editing language, and sort of essentially start this channel, right? So I realized that when actually testing out people's strategies or people's recommendations on what they were calling a successful idea, either with like a 90% accuracy or with a high risk to reward ratio or whatever they would claim, saying that this is a highly profitable strategy, so on and so forth. When I was able to program that, I could see for myself that in actuality, it's not really that the case, right? And so instead of blowing up my account and learning this the hard way, I was able to do this before ever, risking a dime of my own money. And so I realized along the way that, hey, this could actually benefit a lot of other individuals as well. And so, if you're someone who finds yourself scrolling through, TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or what have you, and you find yourself seeing these videos that tell you, hey, try out this highly profitable strategy, and to a certain degree, it kind of just sounds like mumbo jumbo to you, or it just sounds like, I don't know what the heck is going on, or it sounds too good to be true, or you just don't know what to do with that information. I'm hoping that this video, or this channel, I should say, will help to test those ideas out and let all the viewers here, whether or not there's some truth behind it, there's some legitimacy behind it, or if it's just clickbait and they're just out here to get views on their content. So that's essentially the goal of the channel. So how I go about planning on structuring the channel is to essentially, like I mentioned earlier, take ideas that I see circulating online, and I want to test them and see how they compare against a buy and hold strategy of SPY. So, again, early in my trading career, I saw a lot of people talking about, hey, if you buy this cryptocurrency, you will become a millionaire overnight. Hey, if you buy this stock, you'll be a millionaire overnight. Hey, if you buy low, sell high, this amazing strategy, you'll become a millionaire overnight. And then, as I progressed and grew and kind of learned that it's not so simple, right? I also came across a lot of very knowledgeable people who were expressing the fact that, hey, the vast majority of active traders, I should say, or actively managed accounts, for the vast majority of them, do not outperform buying and holding of an index fund. So that's kind of where I kind of became my benchmark of success, which is, hey, whatever strategy that anyone can come up with, well, what does that look like compare it to just buying and holding an index fund. And the index fund that I chose is SPY, but of course, I mean, if the vast majority of the people who watch this video and follow my channel want me to compare against something else, another baseline, we can obviously, of course, change that metric as well. But for me, for now, based off of what I've witnessed, observed, and learned over the course of my trading journey, buying and holding against SPY is kind of the best metric that I can think of, at least, to compare whether or not it makes the most sense for an active strategy or buying and holding. And the other advantage, of course, to buying and holding is that you don't have to do anything, right? And it's a lot easier on your own mind as well, right? Because that's the other thing I know a lot of individuals always talk about, right? That active trading does require a lot of psychology as well, right? I mean, you need to be willing to have your own internal risk reward ideas in your mind, what you're willing to risk, and what are you willing to get out of that trade if it goes your way or it goes against you. And also, a lot of it is being okay with being wrong more than once and still sticking to your strategy. So there are a lot of nuances that come with active trading, right? And so that's another thing that I kind of wanted to pursue with a programmatic approach, was that, hey, if we're able to compare and see how a strategy that someone says is doing really well, if we're able to actually see that back tested in reality and see that data, that can give us a lot more confidence during times where things aren't going in your direction. You're not going to abandon that idea because you've seen that, hey, if I look at this over a greater time duration, it actually performs really well. So there's no reason for me to be afraid. And so, yeah, that's another sort of essence of this channel that I'm hoping you can all take away from. How does a strategy compare against buy and hold? And if it is in fact a successful strategy, can you feel confident in pursuing it even during times of downturns? I mean, when you have a downturn like this, when you believe in the companies that you've purchased, you're not going to be afraid, right? And so same concept with the technical analysis strategy as well. So that's kind of the structure of the channel. I do want to clarify that, just from a disclaimer perspective, that this is not a financial advice account. I am by no means a financial advisor. I will not be sharing any kind of stock picking or anything like that. I do want to clarify that anything I do say on this channel is merely my own personal opinion. And I'm just interpreting data the same that I show you, right? And so all I'm really bringing to the table is, like I said, the fact that I do enjoy coding this and I do enjoy testing out different strategies. So that's essentially what I'm hoping to bring value to you all, is that, here is the information. This is an idea that people say is highly profitable. Well, what does it look like? And how does it compare over a longer time duration and so on? But at the end of the day, I'm just providing an interpretation of that data, and I'm showing that data to you all so you can make your own interpretation, right? And so at the end of the day, it is your responsibility on your financial decision making for your financial situations, right? And so I'm just someone who is coding, right, and leveraging that skill that I'm hoping to continue to hone and build and grow to debunk essentially a lot of these fake videos that are circulating online that promise you, hey, here's your golden goose, and feel free to quit your day job and sit on an island somewhere, right? And a lot of times that's not reality, and so that's what I'm hoping to help you all identify. And of course, hey, who knows, if we get lucky, maybe we do find a magic strategy that does work for us all, and maybe all of us on this channel end up getting a private island somewhere, right? You never know. It's worth the fun investigation together. So of course I do want to also highlight that this is a learning and growing process for me. So along the way, if any of you find mistakes in my code or ways I can further improve my code or improve an idea that we test together, if you have suggestions or recommendations or things that you would like to see differently, this is a forum for me, and I do want that engagement and that feedback, right? And so my goal is I want to provide great content to you all. So that's only going to happen if I know what you all think of my content. So please feel free to let me know, and we can grow together and we can adapt together. And who knows, maybe 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line, 1 year down the line, this channel could be very different than this first video. I don't know, and I'm hoping that we can continue to scale and grow together and hopefully make something great. And so yeah, with that being said, I do want to just add that my goal ultimately is that I do enjoy doing this, and I do want to scale this to become my full-time pursuit. And so I haven't quite fully investigated how to scale this, grow this, make money from it, monetize from it. So if you all have any suggestions or recommendations or things that you think work for others, or things that you would be open to participating in. So I've seen a lot of people have Discords or Patreons or things like that. I don't know if those are practical options for me or not. So if you find yourselves watching this video and thinking, hey, I like what this idea is, and I can see myself supporting myself on Patreon or something like that, then please do let me know, and I can further pursue that and investigate that and see if that works for me. So yeah, so thank you all for listening. Of course, I will put out there that please do like, subscribe, and follow me for more videos. And this is just the first one to kind of create the structure, the lay of the land, and all that. Parameters of what's going to be happening, and hopefully the videos coming up is going to be more of the fun stuff, which is, hey, here's this idea and here's a strategy that we coded up, and hopefully that'll be a lot more exciting for you all to see. Okay, hey, what does this compare, or sorry, how does this compare to the buy and hold strategy? Are we outperforming the market? Are we helping to mitigate risk on our side? So if are we able to create a strategy that avoids this downturn here or avoids these downturns here? Because that's also something that could be really exciting, because if you can keep your money out of the market when things are going really bad, it's a lot more mentally freeing for you as well, right? And so, or if we're able to outperform the market, where we're able to buy low, sell high, and then buy low, sell high, right? I mean, these are all really exciting things, and I'm excited to test these ideas out. And of course, also different time frames as well. You could see there's up to as down to a minute, up to a month, right? So there's plenty of different time frames where we can test out strategies on. Plenty of different stocks that we can test strategies on, different indexes, so on and so forth. The options are limitless, and I'm definitely excited to get into it all with you. So looking forward to seeing you follow me and creating amazing videos. So thank you for the time. All right, see you in the next one. Bye.